Just visit the new CalgaryHerald.com with more of everything worth knowing.
The Brier brings Canadians together annually from coast to coast. The Saddle Dome is home this week to many colorful characters, including some blue nosers. But the predominant color here is gray. A gray wave surges through the arena, with many fans numbering their Briers by the decade. And some worry, where will the next generation of curling fan come from?
There's about a 10-year void of curling because the clubs were all full, and the clubs didn't really want a bunch of screaming kids around. So they kind of just shut it down.
Curling wasn't taught in schools in parts of the 70s and 80s. High in the cheap seats above ice level, a couple dozen 10th and 11th graders from Strathmore High are scoping out the action. It's an exciting chance to see a national championship for some.
Some are, more than others. Some are just happy to be away from school.
This road trip is part of their phys ed curriculum. The tickets supplied by the local curling club in town.
Well, it's just an extension of our modules that we do, so we just finished a curling module. So it worked out really well for these kids. They finished up, and the next week they get to go and see the Brier.
Justin Mathieu watches with interest. He plays on his school's curling squad, but it's not the glory sport for teen athletes.
No, yeah, it's kind of like being in a band.
And his classmates?
It's good. Some of them know some stuff, and some of them don't really. They just like watching.
You're going to hear a lot over the next week about 200,000 plus fans who are packing the Dome to take in this year's Brier. But many in curling circles are concerned about who's going to fill those seats 10 or 20 years from now.
So the sport is going to be very, very healthy.
Martin works with a lot of young curlers, running an academy and hosting the biggest junior bonspiel in the country. He points to the curling tour, which attracts a much younger audience than the Brier.
All it is just making sure that the kids, when they watch curling, can make more and more money at it all the time. It's important. That's how the world goes around. And that way, more of the top athletes in schools will get involved in our sport. And everybody knows if the jocks are playing it, so is everybody else.
Rick Donkers, CalgaryHerald.com.